Today we're simplifying the kit of Orphe and Captain Magus. If you want to learn more, check out my full How to Play Orphe and Magus guide. Orphe is an S-rank fire attacker who will be our first proper off-field sub-DPS for the attacker class. When performing certain moves, Orphe will build up bottled heat. She can hold 125 heat total, and at 100 heat, Orphe can unleash her heat charge laser attack. As a sub-DPS, Orphe's main damage moves all come from off-field. When an ally hits an enemy, Orphe will do her off-field regular special, Corrosive Flash. This is an aftershock attack that deals decent damage and restores 20 bottled heat. This move can occur every 5 seconds. When Orphe has over 60 energy, her next off-field attack upgrades to the EX special, Crimson Vortex. This aftershock spinning laser attack is designated by the Fire text pop-up. Orphe will consume 30 energy and restore 20 heat. If you have an abundance of energy, you can bring Orphe on field and press special. For 30 energy, Orphe can use her EX special, Watch Your Step. This restores 20 bottled heat, is an aftershock, and you can press basic attack to follow up into a Fire Blade aftershock attack. Do note, Watch Your Step is not that powerful. Both of Orphe's off-field attacks are stronger moves. Orphe's chain attack grants 20 heat and is an aftershock. Orphe's ultimate triggers a quick assist, which you should use because it will increase the total damage. It also grants 20 bottled heat and is another aftershock. When Orphe finally reaches 100 heat, you can hold the special button to consume the heat and do EX special Heat Charge. Magus will fire an aftershock laser and then automatically chain into the Fire Eruption follow-up. The laser will ramp up in power and will get high stagger capabilities at max firepower. During the start and at any point after, Orphe will parry incoming hits. After parrying, Magus will fire the high stagger max firepower laser. Heat Charge triggers a quick assist so you can swap out while Magus lights the enemy up. If you have 80 heat and you bring Orphe on field, you can press and hold special to do Watch Your Step, which will then shortcut into Heat Charge directly. From Orphe's core passive, she gets 25% free crit rate and 85% increased aftershock damage. All the moves we just covered are aftershock moves. When Heat Charge hits an enemy, all squad members will gain the zeroed in attack buff for 12 seconds. The higher Orphe's energy regen stat, the higher the attack buff. You can get a max 700 attack if Orphe has 3.7 initial energy regen. Each ally can extend the buff timer up to 20 extra seconds if they can land 5 aftershocks. For Orphe's additional ability, she requires a stun or support agent. Any aftershock damage done by agents with zeroed in will ignore 25% defense. To summarize, Orphe and Magus can do an off-field attack every 5 seconds. They deal primarily aftershock damage, and all aftershock moves store bottled heat. With 100 heat, you can do Heat Charge to grant the team an attack buff. Aftershock damage while under zeroed in ignores some enemy defense and can extend the buff timer. Utilize Orphe's quick assist and the stagger from Heat Charge to keep the pressure on. Try not to cancel Orphe's attacks. If you swap to her with quick assist, perfect assist, or chain attacks, those will override Orphe's aftershocks. For builds, Orphe will stack energy regen. More ER equals a higher attack buff and more off-field EX special procs. Orphe's signature W engine is Bellicose Blaze, 60% ER main stat, 20% crit rate, and landing aftershock fire damage ignores defense. With her off-field aftershocks, Orphe doesn't need to do anything to maintain this effect. Orphe can still be fine with crit rate or crit damage W engines like Evelyn's Heartstring Nocturne or Zzzero Ambi's Severed Innocence. You can use Steel Cushion or Mercado Desire / Cannon Rotor. Gilded Blossom is okay since Orphe has multiple EX special attacks. You can also use Starlight Engine, but Orphe's not on field at the time. Orphe can increase her attack buff with any A-rank energy regen W engine. This can be Kaboom, the Vault, or Anton's Drill Rig. For Drive Disc, Orphe can fully maintain 4-piece Shadow Harmony for 12% attack and crit rate. After this, we go all in on energy regen, 2-piece Swing Jazz or Moonlight Lullaby, and then a Partition 6 energy regen main stat. Depending on your stats, Orphe can go crit rate or crit damage in Partition 4. Depending on your supports, percent attack or fire damage can be used in Partition 5. Keep in mind, with 2-piece Shadow Harmony and the core passive, Orphe's already at 100% bonus aftershock damage. For teams, Orphe wants a main on-field damage dealer while she and Magus fire from off-field. This doesn't have to be an attack agent, you can use any DPS. Orphe will best support aftershock damage dealers though. If you haven't heard, ZZero Ambi is getting buffed. Orphe and Ambi both buff aftershock damage, and Ambi gets all the field time in this team. You can slot in Trigger, Jafufu, or Poker for an aftershock stunner. When it comes to Seed, her and Orphe actually have some issues buffing each other consistently. However, Seed feeds Orphe energy, and the dynamic of a main DPS plus sub DPS just works so well in this setup. It's not perfect synergy, but they just brute force it with pure firepower. Now since Ambi and Seed have some burst damage windows, you can also use Nicole for these teams for stacking Deep and Shred and her M6 crit rate buffs. For Soldier 11, Orphe gives her all the field time to do her fire suppression basic attacks. The same can be said for Evelyn, though I do think Eve generally is fine by herself. Still, you can run the double fire attack teams, and then Astro and Lucy can supply team attack buffs. Speaking of buffs, Lighter's just so good with any of the fire damage dealers, extra fire damage, fire res shred, and extended stun time. Don't forget he also buffs ice damage, and with her rework, you can use Ellen with Orphe plus Lighter. For fun, DPS Lighter can be great. You can also use a stun build or just any stunner with Nicole on field constantly applying her defense shred for Orphe. Next version, we are getting Monato, who is Fire Rupture. That's another potential double fire team. In conclusion, Orphe and Magus can supplement damage from off-field for anyone. Orphe is best geared toward having Aftershock partner. Be on the lookout for more Aftershock damage dealers like Ambi in the future. I go over more details in my full How to Play Orphe and Magus guide. Check that out if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.